Alright, so I'm gonna tell you about another couple of small, kind of oldish ones that happened like in the past month or two. So, in this first one, don't remember where I became lucid or because of what, but I was in like this fenced area, which was like the backyard of like a government building. And me and some other people were out in this yard and we were on our way walking back inside, and some trees were on fire. Um, no one was panicked. It wasn't like a scary scene, but there was someone who was wishing that they could put out the fires or that the fires would stop. Don't know how I knew that they were thinking that, but I figured I might as well put them out because I can, because it's a dream. So I do this little motion that's almost kind of like Palpatine doing lightning. I do that over the trees that are on fire, and a small little rain cloud comes out that's just big enough to put out an individual fire on an individual tree. So I do that with a few of them as we're walking back inside, but some of them start to re-catch fire, reignite. And so I backtrack and I kind of just sit on the grass there, just trying to, like, I keep making clouds appear and making rain happen and putting out the fires, but they keep coming back. And that was the last thing that I remember in that one. Now I'm gonna comb through my other little short ones and see which other one is pretty interesting. Well, there was one which was quite uneventful, but I'll tell you about it anyways. I was in the bathroom looking at myself in the mirror, and my hair was really long, like it was when I had first started recording these lucid dream logs. Probably that happened because I had just been rewatching my old ones. Um, and yeah, that made me become lucid. So then I left. I was on my way out the back door, and I was so excited to lucid dream that I just woke up. And I tried to dream chain. This was one of my first, more recent attempts to dream chain, so I hadn't gotten the hang of it yet. Um, and it was one of those cases where I fell back to sleep, but I was no longer lucid. I just assumed that it didn't work. So here's another one that's mirror related. I was again in my bathroom looking at myself in the mirror. I just realized it wasn't my current bathroom. It was the bathroom in my mom's old house, the one that I mostly grew up in. And a song a song started playing by itself on my phone. And so that's already kind of a tip off that it's a dream because technology doesn't really work in dreams. So in the mirror, I see myself. Is actually such a weird image. So it was kind of like looking through infrared goggles at myself. So all the colors on me are just like red and green and like orange, signifying which areas of my body are hotter and which are cooler. Just like an infrared image. And the crazy thing is that this made me go, could be a dream, but I still wasn't super convinced until I reality checked. But I did reality check and realized it was a dream. So then I walked downstairs, and still in my mom's old house, and the doors to the TV room were closed. Um, and someone was in there. I don't know why I knew this, but someone was in there, and they were a large man, I think. No idea how I would have known that. I mean, it's a dream. Anything happens in dreams. In fact, yeah. Um, so when I saw that infrared image of myself in the mirror, I was mostly sure that it wasn't a dream, but I reality checked just in case. It was a just in case reality check, but yeah, it's definitely a dream. So then I went to my kitchen and looked in the fridge and in the pantry for good snacks, like I often do. But there was a bunch of just stuff that I didn't recognize, like kind of how when you open a cabinet and there's just a bunch of cooking ingredients and you don't know what any of them are or what they might be used for, or at least I don't because I don't know how to cook. It was kind of like that, just a bunch of food that you don't eat, you use to make other food. So I didn't snack on any of that. So then I went to my laundry room, which is just by the kitchen in that old house. And there was a stairway leading down, like it was to a basement. But in real life, we don't have a basement there. And so that's when I woke up, tried to dream chain, but again, didn't work. Probably have time for one more. I don't want to knock too many of these out because I want to make one more video like this. So this one's a more recent one. I became lucid walking down a dark street at night, and it looked like a city. The buildings were tall. It's pretty urban looking. And there was a woman in a car trying to get out of her car, like she was trapped. Um, and I kind of just went on my way because I knew it was just a dream. But it would have been cool, I think, to just play along with the story of the dream. I kind of want to do that one day when my dreams are more stable and long. Because they say if you do follow through with a story in a dream, it could make the dream end up feeling a lot longer than it was. Like it could end up feeling like it lasted for hours, depending on the context of the story your subconscious makes up. Or even days, weeks, or years. I've heard centuries too, which is super crazy. So that'll be something I'll try to do down the line. But anyways, in this case, I just walked down the street, and I was jogging actually. I should have been walking to keep the dream stable and make it long, but didn't do that, and just turned a corner to the right, and that was the end of that. So no updates today, because it's still the same day that I recorded the last one. Just changed my shirt to kind of make the illusion that it's not the same day, but it is. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.